Westball said in his final statements.
How did it feel after all those years of anticipating actually being able to address Alex the way you did? And did you think that you inspired any recognition in the impact that his statements have had?
I got to look into his eyes, and I got to tell him the impact of what his actions had on me and my family, and not just us, but all the other Sandy Hook families, all the people that live in Sandy Hook, and then the ripple effect that had throughout the world. And so that was a cathartic moment for me to literally watch that video that had clips of Jesse running, after all the times that he said Jesse didn't exist, to make him sit there and watch that was a beautiful moment. And I think he's been punished. I think he's been held accountable, and I am hoping that he really takes this to heart, because in the end, love is a choice, and what he's putting out there, lies, hatred, fear, that's a choice too. And I think sometimes we have to have the awareness that we have a choice. And I have hope that going forward, he will choose love.
When you spoke to Alex Jones, did he react? Did you think it got through to him?
There's a possibility. I mean, it's a choice, so what he does going forward is up to him. But it's his choice, and now he knows it. And he knows he's been sent a very strong message. He's been held accountable for what he's done in my case. And so I hope that he makes the right choice going forward.
You talked about what this money will mean for your movement, Jesse Louis Choose Love Foundation. Can you talk about your plans in that regard?
Absolutely. We offer our programming for free, and we rely on individual donations. These are $25, $50 donations that come in on a daily basis, and this is how we're able to offer this life-transforming and even life-saving programming to millions of kids across the country and in over 120 countries. So this money will help us be able to have an even greater impact. This is one of the most powerful ways to keep kids safe in schools. A lot of times we focused on the attack end. We've hardened schools, but we know now that the most important part of school safety is really focusing on the school culture, having a connected, compassionate, loving school culture. And so we're going to be able to have a bigger platform, and we're going to be able to get this out to many more people. And it's a miracle and a blessing, and I'm just so grateful for that.
To get a sense of how much that will expand, do you have what does it cost that foundation on average to open up in a school?
This will enable us to get to the point where we will be able to offer this comprehensive program on an individual basis for about 1 penny, which has been my dream. And so my dream is that every child gets these essential life skills that are a direct path to flourishing, and this will enable us to do that. This is transformative for the Choose Love movement, and I am thrilled.
Hey, Star. I don't mean to interrupt you. The judge would like to meet you and Neil briefly. Is that
Okay, sure, yeah.
Okay. And then where's Neil? Would you run over the rest?
So I've been getting text messages from other Sandy Hook parents who are celebrating
Yes.
what they just heard.
Yes.
So what's your message to them?
Yes. Oh, other parents, I wanted to represent you well. I know that you have endured pain just like I have over the past 10 years. And this is a huge victory for all of you. And Elizabeth, you've been there with us. And I I hope I did well for you. And I look forward to supporting you through your part of this trial, but I truly do hope and believe that this will usher in a new era of really having a greater awareness of the importance of truth in our media, and as well as the understanding that we can choose love and that we're all responsible for one another. Care and concern is so important, and we saw what happens when there is a dearth of that. And so I hope that we all just go home tonight, and everybody that's reading these articles and hearing this message, and you choose love with your kids because you can. That means being present in the moment with them, looking into their eyes, giving them a hug, and just moving from there. Just every moment, realize that you have a choice, and your choice is love. And do that with me. Celebrate with me.
And just real quick,
Help me spread the message. I hope everybody gets out there on their social media and helps spread the message of Choose Love, because this is what can turn our world around right now.
There's been a lot of talk about how this verdict will impact Jesse's legacy. Talk to me a bit about Jesse. What do you want people who are hearing you now to know about him after this verdict?
You know, I feel like when I got up on the witness stand and I looked at Alex, I thought about Jesse. You know, I'd been so nervous. I think that was obvious before I faced Alex, but once I looked into his eyes, I realized that's exactly what Jesse did to the shooter that came into his first grade classroom after just having murdered his principal and guidance counselor, and he stood up to the bully, and Adam Lanza, and saved 9 of his classmates' lives. And I hope that I did that incredible courage justice when I was able to confront Alex Jones, who is also a bully, and I hope that that inspires other people to do the same in their own lives. We all have the capacity for the courage that Jesse showed. And sometimes it does take courage to choose love, but we all have that capacity. Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
I was going to ask about Jesse's legacy too. So.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you for
Thank
speaking
you.
with us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for covering it. Thanks for getting out to the world. Thank you. Nice to meet you too.